Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, welcome, and if you're an oldie but a goodie, welcome back. Okay, it's been raining for the past couple of days. It finally got a break sometime in the afternoon, so I'm gonna turn you around, give you a quick tour. Plus, I'm able to do that because guess what? I got a new phone with bigger storage. Yes, thank you, Lord. We can go back to videos, but let me turn you around, show you what I got. I see red raspberries. What? I see red raspberries. So these were, one of these was like a white or a purple raspberry. Then there was the original red raspberry. Then a white raspberry. And then these were two red regular raspberries. Alright guys, check out the raspberry. Focus, man. Focus. Yes. I don't know what happened, but I did have... Don't forget, this phone is new, people. Don't be mad at me. I'm still trying to learn how to mess around with it. I did show you my blackberries, but for some reason the clip, I don't know what happened to the clip. I want to excuse myself from clearly not doing a great job on the video. Check out all the basil. I'm pretty sure you saw the clip. Check out that rosemary. It looks very healthy. The asparagus, they started chunking, then they started getting thin. So the rule of thumb is that when it's thin, you should let it just pop up and do its thing. My ginger look like it's still standing. And so is the spearmint over there. All the potatoes are good. Here is, I think it's a moringa tree. 2 tomatoes. Obviously the rhubarb. And I forget what that's called, but there's another plant. There's the elderberries. Check out the area where we're gonna put our vineyard and the green, and maybe a greenhouse. I'm still debating it. Check out them potatoes. They need more dirt. Everything started popping. Definitely need dirt in the potatoes, so we definitely got to do that when it starts raining. Oh, is it going to start raining again? No. I want to see how long this phone lasts in the battery. Alright, so that's all my beans. Check out all the tomatoes regrowing in this bed. Now, if you don't forget that last year, if you go back to my videos, this bed had a lot of tomatoes, all size, different shapes, you name it. I want to say these right here are probably those baby tomatoes that I hated. So if it starts growing those kind of tomatoes, I'm just pulling it out. Because that's not the tomatoes that I want. I mean, they were tiny. They were like pea size. It was called Tomatoes in a Million or something like that. And they were too small for me to handle. This onion looks like it's about to bloom. If you see the last clip compared to now, all of my amaranth popped. Lexi gave me a pot with her tomatoes. This bed only has tomatoes, amaranth, and some peppers. I think I put a pepper around here, but it died. But there's one right there. Right there. It was somewhere around here, but I guess it died. This is a stupid weed that will take over your bed if you let it. So we need to pull it. That's more tomatoes right there. And more tomatoes there. Listen, I don't know why I kill myself in making tomato plants when I know they grow back every year. Here's another tomato plant. I want to say, I think that's a potato. And I think a kale. Oh, don't let it rain. This is the pepper plant bed. I got peppers there, peppers there. As you can see, peppers everywhere. These look like they struggling. I do have to like take some apart, I guess. This bed got weeds everywhere and is growing grass, which right now is great to pull because the ground is wet. But right now, this is not the time for me to be doing this. The peppers were around here somewhere. Here they go. And I want to show the peppers. Okay, there's 2 plants there, I think. So I want to leave it to a leader of a plant. I think there's 2 in that one too. Ugh, sorry. I'm like keeping an eye on my surroundings. This was supposed to be a carrot bed, but none of the carrots sprouted till now. I see some carrot popping up. But the bad part is this is not the time for carrot because the summer is going to kill them. There is a potato growing here. I did put leeks, but leeks take a very long time to actually sprout. Check out how much water we got for the past couple of days. That's not a lie because it looked like it's about to start raining again. I gotta hurry up. But here I am being a regular gardener, pulling things out as I should. As I should. This is the flower bed. Those are all zinnias. And actually, I just remembered that I have a bag of zinnias inside the shed that I want to pull out. Not to put here, but to put in one of those other beds. This is a weed, people. This is a weed. And if I can pull it out. That would be great. Now Lexton and his inside. Alright. That's a weed. The onions, as you can see, they're doing great. They don't do good with other things in the bed. So I gotta clean this one out too. That was supposed to be a marigold bed with spinach, and as you can see, only half of the seeds came out. Let's go this way. Let's pick this up. Check out the onions. These are doing great. The walking onions, nothing yet. And this is the cucumbers that we had covered up. They popped up very good. This bed is empty, except for over there. I got more seeds coming up after the fact, which is kind of crazy. Here I got, obviously, garlic. I have a few things in each corner. This one has the rest of the tomatoes that I have not transplanted, that I want to transplant. So definitely need to work on that. Don't mind Lexton with his inside. I did put a cover crop over here, because I thought this one needed some help to be covered because it did have a lot of grass growing. So as you can see, the cover crop is starting to pop up. At one point I did have something eating my snap peas, but it looks like whatever was eating it is not eating it no more. The one over there is the garlic at the end, and I took out all the scapes. I'll go the other way. The other loofah died. This is on my tomato aisle, and I do have a lot of tomatoes regrowing from last year that ended up literally popping up here. And I don't know why. I think it's because I took dirt from the first, from that bed that had all the tomatoes. I did take dirt from there. So I think those tiny little baby tomatoes are actually growing. Same thing here. I didn't want this to be bare, so I did put a cover crop on it. Okay, cucumbers survived. Good. I feel like it's gonna rain. I did put a cover crop on this. What I want to do is, I'm thinking, maybe you guys can help me decide, is the cucumbers are doing fine. They're bouncing back up. I did have some tomatoes. So this aisle doesn't have anything. This aisle has nothing except for some kind of watermelon or some kind of melon plant. This one was supposed to be all the melon, but it looked like it's all just the cover crop. Oh wait, maybe that's a melon. The rain probably did its thing. Cover crop. I just see cover crop. Oh wait, that's a melon. That's a melon. I just don't know what melon is it. That's a melon and that's a melon. So it looks like 4. So don't forget, I don't have anything in that one. I have the melons, I think somewhere in the middle. As you can see, it's poking out right there. Poking out right there. And then at the end of each bed, I have a melon. Then this one has cucumbers plus the cover crop, besides all the nice growing potatoes. I did put the sweet potato on that one, and it seems to be great. Let's check on our corn. So here I did put a cover crop around the corn. It's just a cover crop, and then starting here I did put a melon here. Right here, melon like a watermelon or some kind of melon. There was like 3 every few feet that I did put in here. As you can see, some of the corn is sprouting and some of the corn is not. I'm hoping that this rain actually does its justice and lets the corn grow. So as you can see, melon, some kind of melon, and I do see corn. Now that was melon again. I think there's 4 over there, which is fine. And most of the corn is sprouting. I think it's gonna rain again. And then over here, oh, not all this water. Now you draining, or not draining, I should say. Where's this water coming from? Now I got, I gotta figure out where the water is coming from. I don't need it to pile up right here. That's no bueno. That's all the peppers there. This is all my squash. So it looks like they're good to be poked out, but I'll wait until the sun comes out. They look like they're ready, but I'm gonna wait. And then these are my acorn squash in the rest of the containers. As you can see, they look very healthy. This is not good that I'm watering. Water is literally sitting right here. Where are you coming from? That's not good. Because it's turning into mud, people. Mud. Not it turning into mud. Is it coming from this corner? Dude, I really gotta figure out. Alright, so melons are starting to pop in that container as well. And I gotta figure out where is all this water dripping from. I think it's from this corner. But that's no bueno. Ay, no bueno. Because that's a lot of water. Look. Ay. And as you can see, I have no grass. Turning into mud. Check out the pad over there. I mean, grass is growing. I guess that's a good thing. Alright. My question is, should I put my zinnias here? Or this one is fully empty. I think the second one is empty. Let's go back and look. Or do you have sweet potatoes? This one got sweet potatoes, actually. I think this one is empty. Maybe we can use this one for the zinnias. What do you guys think? The second or the last? Interesting. Won't be right now because I don't have time for that. Here's more potatoes. And because it's been raining for days, I am not able. The fact that I got flowers in those two potatoes, it's kind of scary. I like the way this looks right here. It looks so cool with the cover cropping. Oh, I got potatoes growing. The only thing that did not come back, which is very sad, is the banana plants. We had 3. And they all look like they did not come back. Now, this one is not growing anything. This one and that one is kind of cool. Because it's like it's growing potatoes everywhere. But I'm not too sure. That's an experiment. Here's the sweet potato slips. They did not die. Praise the Lord. I wasn't too sure because of the fact that it did get cold the other day. Check out my new trellis. I've got beans, pole beans, going all the way down. Then we have the 2 rosemaries here. Here's the garlic. And then here is the big bed. I did harvest a few of the carrots. They looked pretty good. I think 3 carrots were good, 3 carrots were bad, but we gave it to the rabbits. Check out the cabbage and the Chinese cabbage. It looks pretty cool. And I got 4 onions in this bed from last year. Here is the crawling onions, but they haven't crawled yet. And I think it's a little late for it to be crawling. Not too sure, let you know how it goes. But as you can see, since the ground is not covered, you get grass. Which totally sucks because it's horrible to pull. And then this one is from this is the cover cropping bed that I wasn't able to cut down on time, which it makes me mad because some of these is already growing into seed. Here is a potato. Okay, with a bunch of snails on it. I also put some small little, if I'm not mistaken, watermelon around all of this. You falling off. Around here I had put a bunch of watermelon. But from the looks of it, nothing is growing. These are flowering, which means I should have a pod. Oh no, look, snails eating the pods. Really? See that? Not the snails. Not the snails on the pod. That's crazy. And that's it. Now everything is wet and the snails are coming out. Oh, not my scapes. Alright, so I want to test a theory out with these 4. Somebody said I can just pull. Oh. Oh. That was so bad. Oh, it does work to pull, but I feel like it was a lot of work. I'm gonna put these with the rest that are in the dehydrator. Alright guys, when it stops raining, and this agenda is I gotta fill up my potatoes. I have to finish cutting down some of these beds. Obviously taking out some of this grass that's on the ground. Bro, this is crazy. Not all these tomatoes growing in here. This was a good tomato bed, so maybe I would keep all those tomatoes. I mean, no harm, no foul, I guess, for more tomatoes. Who doesn't like tomatoes? Alright guys, thank you for watching. God bless. Don't forget to subscribe, give it a thumbs up, and I will see you guys on the next one. Bye.